on 2nd and 9. Cousins, he's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Hey, echo. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. One. Mike 57.
2nd down and goal. Cousins to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But now it's 3rd and goal. Cousins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. They'll run for it. Cook. And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception.
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive. They've got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Here we go. Here we go. Check on the base. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And an alley to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Cousins now to throw on first down. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Pernell McPhee always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing, Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slip.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 40, the 30. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 27 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
This time Jackson will throw it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Cousins on first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 43 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Cousins now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Cousins. He finds his man Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Cousins now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and this one complete to Seth Roberts. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Anthony Barr picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. Anthony Barr. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they've peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Ingram again, a first down carry. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Harrison Smith on the tackle.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, D.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Tighten
up. Pull it together.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 61, match box. Right. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Ingram again. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Easy work.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Hey, come on. 54 Mike. You. Let's go. Come on.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Bailey got the extra point, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
You don't want no problem from me.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He can run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. That first down completion only netted them 3. Second and 7. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Cousins. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph. 31 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Jackson. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
He's back to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to, can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen?
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
Jahan! Yellow, yellow, yellow! Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Bravo! Mike 36. Mike 36. Through. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Come off the ball. Mike 36.
Cousins to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, Charlie. 48's Mike. 48's Mike. Focus wide.
Here's Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, wahoo! Mike, 48. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Hey, look. We're going to bring it.
Now Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the